Hello, BookTube. This is a manga haul. A few hours ago, I received 4 packages in the mail containing 7 volumes of manga. The first volume of manga I picked up or ordered is Nabari no O Volume 8 by Yuhki Kamatani. So I ordered this from Seattle Goodwill through Alibris, which is a used book website that brings together a number of independent and smaller chain used bookstores to sell their wares online. Nabari no O is a series that came out in the early 2000s that lasted for 14 volumes and is about ninjas in contemporary Japan. Nabari no is the story of a young man named Miharu Rokujo who wants only to be a chef. He wants to open his own restaurant. However, shortly after his birth, he was implanted with the Shinra Bansho, a ninja technique that allows him to basically warp reality on a limited scale. Possessing the Shinra Bansho has made Miharu a person of interest for a number of surviving ninja clans. One of them, the Benton sect, or Benton clan, seeks to protect him, while the other clans, particularly I'm blanking on the name of the group, the clan, but they have a more militant faction called the Kairoshu, who are after him, because their leader wishes to use the Shinra Bansho for its own ends. So I've been slowly collecting the 14 volumes of Nabari no O. I am obviously now on volume 8, and I've been wondering when exactly I should give the series a reread. Because I do have the first half of the series, and now obviously I'm beginning the second half. But the problem is that this series came out well over a decade ago, and I don't know exactly how popular it was, but it's not currently in print as far as I know, and so I'm going to have to pick these up used. And it's fairly rare for me to find copies. So when I see a reasonably priced copy, I pick it up, but it's a very rare occurrence. Much like my pursuit of volume 27 of Magi the Labyrinth of Magic. Anyway, the next 3 volumes are Naruto. So last week I read 9 volumes of Naruto from 19 to 27, completing part 1. And I decided to pick up from Amazon the next 3 volumes that I'm missing. So earlier this week, I got in a Powell's order that contained several volumes of Naruto. And I decided to go ahead and order the next 3 in the series. So I have volumes 39, 40, and 41. So Naruto is one of the most popular manga series in the world, and it has been largely from its beginning. It's the story of Naruto Uzumaki, who is a training ninja in an fantasy version of Japan, or a fantasy world inspired by Japan, who, on the day of his birth, a 9-tailed demon fox attacked the village of Konoha. The Hokage, the leader of the village, defeated the fox by sealing it into baby Naruto. This caused Naruto to be the village pariah, and he kind of compensated by becoming the class clown. He aspires to become the Hokage, the leader of the village. And over the course of Naruto, he gradually achieves his dream in the epilogue. But before then, he goes on a series of adventures to protect his village and to fight a terrorist faction of rogue ninja called the Akatsuki, who are seeking to collect people like him for nefarious purposes. And he also is trying to bring his best friend Sasuke back to the village after his defection. So I had a blast reading those 9 volumes of Naruto, and I'm really excited to get to the next batch of volumes. So really happy to have these. And finally, over the past few days, I've been reading the first 5 volumes of Alice in Borderland by Haro Aso. And I'm loving it. And I will probably go on at length about the first 5 volumes of Alice in Borderland later on this evening with weekly reads. But I'm loving the series so much that I decided to go ahead and order the next 3 volumes in the series. So I have volume 6, volume 7, and volume 8. So Alice in Borderland is a riff on Alice in Wonderland, or Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Alice in Borderland is a story of an 18-year-old high school student named Ryohei Arusu who hates his life. He wishes he could be somewhere else. One day while he's walking with his friends Karube and Choda, they see a fireworks display. And during this fireworks display, they are transported into what appears to be an abandoned Tokyo. During their journeys to try to find anybody and to try to figure out what's going on, they see a lighted temple precinct, the only place that they've seen so far that has electricity. They enter the temple precinct and meet a young woman named Shibuki. And while they're sort of checking the place out, basically the temple is sealed off, and the quartet are forced to play a game, the 3 of clubs. And they learn that once they kind of complete the game or survive the game and everything, that they basically are now players in this weird place called Borderland. For every game they clear, depending on the difficulty, they get that many days extended on their visa. And if their visa expires, or if they lose a game, they're killed. And so the group try to survive in Borderland. And unfortunately for them, it's harder than it looks. I'm really enjoying the series, and so I really jumped at having the next 3 volumes, and I am planning on picking up the 9th volume next month when it comes out. So the thing about Alice in Borderland is obviously it's a lot bigger than your normal manga edition. So Alice in Borderland is a 19 volume manga series. No, not 19, 18 volume manga series. However, the US release is in a 2 volume omnibus edition or bind up edition. So each volume is 2 volumes, which is probably like a later edition in Japan, because there's basically the initial, sort of several popular series get the initial volumes like this, and then they might get a bind up edition. I've been reading the One Piece series that way, 3-in-1 volumes, which is how a lot of the popular long-running series have it. So, anyway, going back to Alice in Borderland. So, I'll be completing the 5th volume today, and I'll probably hold off on the rest of these volumes until I get volume 9 sometime next month. So, it might be April when I finish the series, but we'll see, because I'm having a blast with it. So anyway, so again, to do a Steve Pyramid, Alice in Borderland. Naruto. And Nabari no Oh. So I will be back later this afternoon, or yeah, with weekly reads. And until then, BookTube, thank you. Have a great afternoon and stay safe.